Hello everyone, I have an absolutely phenomenal tutorial for you today on how to create a website. Because if you're here right now, you're obviously looking to learn how to build a website for yourself. And this is going to walk you through step by step the entire process, which is great because it means no prior knowledge is required. We're not even going to touch one line of code or anything technical like that. If you have eyes and ears, guys, you're going to be able to follow this tutorial. It's 15 minutes long, and by the end of it, we actually have a website on the internet. So I really hope you can follow along, and I hope you get some great use out of this. Let's jump right into it. I broke it down into 3 steps for you guys on how to create a website. So the first step is choosing your platform. Basically, this just means that, because it's not 5 years ago in creating a website, we realize that we don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time we want to make a site. So we're going to take an existing platform and build our site on top of it so that we never have to touch a line of code. So in this tutorial, walking you all the way through, we're going to be using something called WordPress, which you might have heard of before. But whether or not you want to create a business website, information-based website, a social network, a forum, this tutorial will show you exactly how to do that. It'll reach a point kind of 3/4 of the way through the video that I'll just say, hey, if you want to create a social network site, you go down this route. And then, anybody else wants to create the business site or information-based site can come along with us. So everything will be very easy to understand. Just want to let you know that no matter what kind of site you're looking to create, this tutorial will be for you. The second step is getting your domain and hosting set up. This is essentially just putting your website on the internet. Your domain is your www.yourbusiness.com. It's just like your real estate so that nobody else can register that same domain name, and so that it's just yours. And obviously, so when somebody types in your domain name, your website pops up and not somebody else's. And then hosting is essentially what holds all your website files so that when you do type in your domain name, it shows your website. So your domain is pretty much like your rights to the property, and then the hosting is pretty much like building on the property. I'll show you how to set that up too. And then the third step is just auto-installing your platform. This is what we talked about in step 1. Whether you're creating a normal site, a social network, anything like that, we can install it in one click, just like that. It'll take about 10 seconds, and we can just be building on top of it. Guys, it's so easy to create a website, and I'm very excited to get going with you. And this is all the information fluff that I have for you. Let's just jump right into doing stuff now. So now that you guys have the understanding that we're going to be building it upon a platform to make it very easy for us, yet still making a super professional looking site, we're going to get our domain and hosting set up. So we're going to be using a company called HostGator. And the problem is, if we just go to HostGator.com, we would have to pay full price for our domain and hosting. And we don't want to do that. When is it ever a good time to pay full price? At least for me, it's never. And I understand for most of you guys, this is probably the first time you're creating a website. So we want to eliminate that financial risk as much as possible. So I'm going to show you a cool little trick here. I'm going to paste in this URL here, and it's couponavengers.com/host-gator-coupon-codes. And I'll just put a link in the description for you guys so you don't have to write out that entire thing. But when we go there, it's going to take us to the Coupon Avengers site, obviously. And they have a ton of coupon codes for HostGator. The reason I love Coupon Avengers is just because they update it so frequently that, the working coupon code right now is 2013 Blowout. But I'm sure if you're viewing this in even like 2015, 2020, they're going to have an updated coupon for you here. So no matter what year or time you're viewing this in, go check out the Coupon Avengers site and grab whatever current coupon there is. Because heck, you might even be saving more money than we are in this moment. Who knows? So we're going to be using this 2013 Blowout. We're going to copy that right there. And you can either click to activate right here, or you can just go up to HostGator.com. Both of them just take you to HostGator.com. Let's see up here, back at HostGator. And now we're going to go to web hosting. We're going to scroll down, and we only need the hatchling plan. So I'm just going to hit order now. And so here's when you can test out which domain name you want to have for your business. For me, it might be waterbottlesUnitedExpress.com, and they'll tell you whether it's available or not. Oops. There you go. Mine's available. Great. And we're going to scroll down here, and you're obviously just going to want to fill out this information. We don't need any of these extras, so you can uncheck those. Just a waste of money. And what we're going to do is paste in our coupon code, 2013 Blowout, or whatever it is for you over at Coupon Avengers, and hit validate. And oh, it just automatically happens. So we scroll down, it says our coupon code is 2013 blowout. We have $995 off, but here's the thing, they're trying to sell us on a 3-year cycle. So what you can do is you can scroll up here, and if you want to do 1 month, you can get it for as little as 1 cent. This is a sweet thing. Check this out. 1 cent, $8.95 minus $8.94. And then, if you wanted to get a little bit more bang for your buck, you could do a 6 months, you could do whatever. But otherwise, I'm just going to stick with the 1 month for right now and scroll down here. And so what it's going to charge you is 1 cent for hosting. Your first month of hosting is going to cost you 1 cent. That's ridiculously low. I've never seen that before. And then your domain cost, which we talked about what our domain name was, is $12.95, and this is for an entire year. So if I pop up my calculator right now, and we go $12.95 divided by 12 for 12 months, it's going to cost us pretty much $1.08, 7-8 cents for a month for having our domain name, plus our 1 cent. We're essentially paying $1 to get our website up on the internet. That's insane, guys. I've never seen a deal like this before, so I really hope you can take advantage of it. And HostGator is like the cream of the crop company in web hosting. One of the biggest names out there, absolutely fantastic support. So this is a great deal that I hope you guys can take advantage of right now. I don't know how long it'll be around for, but it's an absolutely phenomenal deal, so I hope you can take advantage of it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to scroll up here and fill out my information and stuff, and I'll catch up with you guys in just a second. All right, I just got all my information filled out, so now I'm just going to hit I agree and create my account. And on the last page, I checked to pay with PayPal. So if you didn't check that, maybe you'd see a different screen than this. But I'm just going to go ahead and go on through with it. And fill up my PayPal information here. Sorry that I have to blur that out. I know you guys want to get into my PayPal really bad. And take it right there. Pay now. Awesome. So now I'm just going to hit back to return to HostGator. And we're redirecting. Thank you for enrolling your card to be billed in your local currency. That's a really stupid way to say it. But now what we can do is check our email, and hopefully it will already have come. If it hasn't come yet, it'll come in the next probably a minute of our account info for HostGator. So let's check out our email. All right, so here we go. Here I'm in my Gmail, and sorry I have to blur so much, just account info and all that junk. But it'll show us our domain name here that we ended up getting. Our password, which we can just copy right now. Our username that we set for ourselves. And we can log into our billing system there, or we can log into our control panel, which is what we want to do right here. Cool. All right, so now we might want to bookmark this because this is where we're going to log into our control panel. So I'm just going to go ahead and bookmark that real quick. All right, now we're just going to type in our username and password that we set for ourselves and hit login. Login successfully. All right. And if you want to go through their tutorials and stuff, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're going to jump right in to how to set up what we want to set up. So we're going to scroll down here and just keep an eye on the icons on the right-hand side, because we're going to scroll down all the way till we find Quick Install right underneath Software/Services. It looks like a little stopwatch with a little arrow around it. We're going to click into that. This is where we're going to be installing our platform, the step 3, the auto install. So this is what I said to you guys before, that depending on what type of website you wanted to create, you could go a different route from me at this point. Now, for most of you who want to set up either a blog or a business website, like information-based website, we're going to be using WordPress. And this is what 95% of you will be using. Now, if you're not looking to create kind of that standard website or a blog, you can come down here and you can set up an e-commerce site, you can set up a forum, you can set up social network site, or even like down here there's Wiki too. So there's a lot of different options, even survey sites, that you can go at this point if you want to create a certain type of site and not just kind of your normal business website. Your normal, and when I say business website, I just mean kind of like an information-based website. I hope everybody's understanding that. I know that some of you might not have a business, but are just trying to create a site for personal means. That's essentially what I mean. So what we're going to do is choose WordPress here, and we'll hit continue. And we have our domain name that should pop up right here. If it doesn't show up, just click down and grab it. And auto upgrades is good, just keeps your site secure. Admin email, this is just if you forget your password, so I'll be waterman@gmail.com. That's where they'd send it. Your blog title, once again, this is not just for if you're creating a blog. WordPress is great for blogs, but additionally, it's just great for any type of website. I think there was some statistic that it was a really high percentage of sites that are on the internet now that are just built on WordPress. WordPress is the #1 platform that you want to use for building pretty much any kind of site now. So blog title for me, it will be Water Bottles United Express. And our admin user, I usually just put admin, and then our first and last name. This will just be what'll show up probably when you respond to a comment or something that someone might leave on your site. And we'll click install now. Now normally this process is like a multi-hour process to do manually, but it happens in like 10 seconds automatically, and now it automatically installed WordPress. Obviously we never had to touch a line of code, anything like that. It gives you your username and password here. And now before we click into this to check out our site, I'll click into it right now. If you open it and you don't see a website pop up, there's a period of time after you initially register your domain that sometimes it takes a little while for your domain to propagate to your hosting. And what that just means is just like tie into your hosting so that they're interconnected. So if your blog doesn't show up here, your WordPress website doesn't show up here, then you can do two things. One thing you can do is just wait a couple hours and it should just automatically propagate. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Or the second thing you can do is send HostGator a little chat or a phone call and ask if they can speed up the process at all. And they might say yes, they might say no, who knows, but it might speed up the process for you too. So don't freak out if it shows a blank page here. It'll end up working in just a few hours. So I'm going to copy my password. We have our username right there, and I'm going to log into the admin area. And go to admin and paste in our password. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're in the WordPress control panel. From here, you're going to be able to, add posts, add pages to your website, just a totally great graphic user interface for anybody who is not technical at all to be able to edit and create their own website for themselves. The first thing you might notice is that this is probably an extremely ugly theme to you. And so, what I'm going to end up doing is put a whole bunch of extra free resources for you guys in the description for just like WordPress tutorial videos. But what we can do here, I'll show you, is go to Appearance and then go to Themes. And we can go to Install Themes and choose Featured. And so now we can look through some of these featured themes. Like, let's see here. Let's just say this cupcake one. I already have it installed, so I guess I'll choose a different one. How about this? Patchwork. We'll hit install now. Totally free, by the way. All these totally free. And hit activate. And so this is what the site looked like before. And I'm going to hit refresh. This is what our site looks like now. So what we just saw there was probably like 10 different options. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of free options of WordPress themes that you can just do searches for and choose whatever one's right for you, and then go in and customize it. You can see over here we have theme options. So I encourage you guys to play around with it, and I hope you're very excited that your website is now on the internet, because now when somebody goes to waterbottlesUnitedExpress.com, this is going to show up. Obviously, I'll scroll up here. There's the website. Here's the website. And it's just as simple as that. So I hope you guys got some great use out of this tutorial. Check out the description, because I put a whole bunch of free tutorial videos on WordPress that I searched around for and found the best ones so that you guys can understand the system better. So I hope you're going to absolutely fall in love with that. and that you are excited about having your new website. So thanks so much, guys, and have a great day.